good. How we doing, family? You know what time it is. It's time for some divine messages. You feel me? Some celestial messages. I get it. The camera angle isn't the best for today, but it's what we have. You're not here for the visuals, you're here for the message. And I hope you're having a great day today. If you're not, alchemize that experience into something better for yourself. Betterment for yourself. So this video is going to be how to break veils in your mindset, remembering who you've always been. Now, what do I mean by veils in your mindset? So, our mindsets, or our mind, has, or you can say consciousness. Consciousness has levels to it. There's levels to it. There really is levels to it. It could be correlated to a staircase, or it could be correlated to an elevator. Constantly rising, and you can't put a number on it because consciousness is forever, and it never was to begin with. So another way I could put that is the mind is so vast and infinite that we can't even comprehend that within this physical form. Spiritually we can, but physically that's not gonna happen. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 main ideas for this video. It's about 2 pages worth, so it's not going to be an incredibly long video, but I can definitely dive into what I have written down. So the first main idea, right? Contradict and question everything. And this is a saying that was created by another content creator named Divine Messenger 777. This is a great saying because it is what it is. You feel me? Anyways, contradict and question everything. And so that could be religions, cultures, family, friends, societal norms, clothing, jobs, school, history, his story, social media, phones, TVs, Black Mirrors. Religion is a big one. And I say that because when you think logically about what a religion actually is, being to itself, which in the first place it isn't even real to itself in the first place, but when you look at it through a logical perspective, it's another hidden version, not necessarily so hidden to be honest with you, but hidden to the people who can't see spiritually. It is another form of occultism. They are brainwashing these individuals into brainwashing or indoctrinating these individuals into no longer seeing themselves as the almighty creator or the almighty creator. I like that. But no longer seeing themselves as their higher self and seeing that outside of themselves, which the whole Bible is contradicting in itself because it tells you that God is within you, but we're still worshiping Jesus Christ. Not me, but I'm saying for the people who do, for the individuals that do. God is within me, but I'm still worshiping the Son of God, Jesus Christ. What's the difference? But anyways, yeah, religion is crazy. I was never religious myself, but my girl was and her family is, and to see what's to it gets to a level to where it's in your DNA. It's in your DNA. Look up epigenetics. The way you think, the way you think creates your reality. Abracadabra. I will create as I speak. The abracadabra from the Hebrew dialect means I will create as I speak. So when you talk, when you speak, you're creating your reality. When you see something outside of yourself, you lack accountability for yourself. That's what all religion is, lacking accountability for yourself. Shit's wild. Sorry, I'm not trying to do no hand signs or nothing. I was just thinking. Culture, family, friends. Culture. Yeah, contradicted, because I gotta speak for it. How do I want to put that? Culture, starting with the foods. A lot of cultures use meat, chicken, oxtail, whatever the case may be, and it's embedded into their DNA. Once again, epigenetics. Family and friends could be agents surrounding you. There really could be agents, and they don't have. When I say that, it's in the case. So I'm gonna say it like this. If you're unaware of if you are unconscious to your consciousness, you are an agent for people like myself who spread. I don't want to say that. Just who use logic. That's all I'm gonna say. I know nothing physically, but spiritually I know everything. I'm either right or wrong, because physically I know nothing. But if they're not working against the system that keeps us enslaved mentally and physically to this system that harvests our energy, then you're an agent. And it's as simple as that, because you lack accountability for yourself. Friends, honestly, I haven't considered people I'm close to as friends for a good minute now. Because what is a friend? What is a friend when, what's that saying? My bad, y'all. But your friends can be your biggest enemies. Your friends, you can, and so this book that I have right here. So this book right here, I'll be honest, it's been a minute since I read this chapter. But in this chapter, it talks about how you can turn your enemies into friends, but your friends are always going to be the ones that will prey on your downfall, basically. So next one, societal norms, hive mind, script. Society runs off of a numerical value. The universe runs off of numbers. Okay, all languages are made from numbers, are created from numbers. So society runs off of a script created by, I will say, not only occultism, Luciferianism, but principalities, virtues, and dominions, which are the angelic forces that cannot be seen by the eye in the Bible. But this would be considered as the higher dimensional entities that run this realm, that are the puppet masters, basically. Since these individuals in society that live for the system, live by the system, defend the system unknowingly, because that's all they know. They are agents. And some of them know, some of them don't know. And what do I mean by some of them know? Some of them may be in Freemasonry or any other occultic groups. And some of them may not know and be unconscious to their consciousness. So either way, they are lacking accountability for themselves. And that makes them agents, because they're working for the system. So jobs, schools. Jobs and schools are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if we're not working for the betterment of ourselves and society, what are we doing? We're wasting our time. It's as easy as that. History. Yeah, when you understand the meaning of what founded means, it doesn't mean it was founded with an empty land, with nobody residing there. Founded means basically that individual found that land and claimed it for themselves. Social media, kind of got into that already. Social media is, honestly, if you're scrolling on there and you're not scrolling for any divine insight or divine knowledge, then you are wasting your time. And I can say this from personal experience too, right? Because this is something I used to do. And so not to pause here, cut here, you feel me? All right. We're pushing through, it's all good. Social media, I was talking about social media. I was saying though, social media. But yeah, social media is meant to keep you in this 3D experience. It is meant to keep you in the physical. It is meant to make you programmed into this certain way of thinking, to make you think that you are this ego. Because I will say, on social media, all you're seeing is ego. It's rare to see someone who is actually authentic to themselves. All you're seeing is ego. It's rare to see someone who's actually authentic to themselves. And they will never get pushed to the forefront of the For You pages, because they are helping society break the chains mentally within their minds to free themselves from this experience. Why would they want that? So they're going to shadow ban you. They're going to You're gonna have celebrities block you, which is crazy because why would that celebrity give you the time of day to block you if they got millions of subscribers? Oh fuck. Pause that too. If they got millions of subscribers, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't add up. I wonder why. Phones, TV, black mirrors. This goes with what I was just talking about. The phone is a black mirror. The black mirror is meant to brainwash you into a certain way of thinking, into relying on this black cube, basically. It's a black cube. It's a black square, black rectangle. And just living life with yourself, living life off the phone, living life off social media, and experiencing things. It doesn't even have to be major, but just going through life, experiencing it through yourself, and not thinking, oh, let me post this on social media. Oh, let me text my friends about this. Let me text my group chat about this. So on and so forth. You get the idea. Not having that constantly on the back of your mind is so freeing. And you will understand to not care about anyone or anything. And not to say that in a bad way, but you're detaching from this idea of sharing your life with others, because why does it matter? Why does it matter when we're all living the same life anyway? Some of us are just more disciplined than others. Some of us just work on our creative passions more than others. Okay. Main point, key idea, main idea. Number 2, unlearning and relearning the indoctrination, aka brainwashing, put onto us by interdimensional, quantum level, astral entities. And like I said earlier, / principalities, dominions, and virtues. My fault. But loving yourself, and basically loving yourself is how you break the veils within your mind. But it is a journey. It is. I was gonna say it is an experience. It is an experience, a temporary experience, but it is a journey. Healing. I'm gonna keep that in too. Healing isn't a linear journey. It's everywhere. It's not linear. Just know, and this is the affirmation I love to say to myself. Understand that through the highs and lows, you keep getting on. Let me slow down. Hi, Justin. I speak clear and concisely. The affirmation is, through the highs and lows, I keep getting better at life. A winner doesn't become a winner without losing. Is a loser actually a loser if they're alchemizing those experiences for the betterment of themselves? What is a loser? What is a winner? When there was no race to begin with. Okay. So number 1, loving yourself and appreciating self. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself, what you're becoming daily. Say that to yourself. I appreciate what I am becoming. I appreciate who I am becoming. Okay? Loving yourself. You can love yourself by working out. You can love yourself by recording yourself. You can love yourself by riding a bike, walking. Loving yourself is honestly just spending time with yourself, spending time with your thoughts. Next one. Fasting, eating clean. Water fasts. When you drink water, and only water, okay, you can throw in some juices, whatever you want to do. But let's say for a liquid fast. When you do a liquid fast, let's say 3 days, you flush the toxins and the traumas and the entities that were attached onto those traumas within yourself, the parasites within yourself. You flush those things out of your body, of your vessel, because your vessel is your temple. To get further in your conscious evolution, or your level of consciousness, your level of vibration, excuse me, confirmation though, because watch this, you have to have a clean vessel. You have to have a clean vessel. And that's not to say that you can't enjoy yourself. You can't let your ego enjoy itself every once in a while, because that's it may be realistic to few, or it may be realistic to some, but it's okay to fold. It's okay to eat some pizza. It's okay to eat a cake. It's okay to eat some cookies. It's okay to, whatever the case may be, whatever your guilty pleasures are, that's okay, as long as you be mindful of your thoughts afterwards and flush it out with fruits, water, juices, whatever the case may be. Just being mindful of your thoughts and appreciating yourself for what you have become, because you are beautiful, you are smart, you are attractive, you are handsome, you are pretty, you are gorgeous, you're sexy, you're attractive. You are. And always remember that, because at the end of the day, you are all that you have. And the more you love yourself, the more you are able to have consciousness rise within yourself. Family time. Yeah, family time. Family time is a very nice experience. Family time doesn't just have to be your blood family. It doesn't have to just be that. It could be, excuse me. Family isn't defined by blood. Family is defined by the vibration that you sit at, the vibration that you vibrate at. Because I didn't want to say sit, because we're not sitting, but physically I am. Yeah, so family time is very important. Family time can be with yourself. Family time can be with your girl. Family time can be with your family, blood family. And just talking to them and seeing their thoughts and conversing with them. And I was gonna say questioning them, but some family members may get offended by you questioning their thoughts. So that's like what I was saying. It doesn't have to be with family. It could be with your girl or blood family. I'm saying it could be with your girl. You know what I'm saying? Family is defined by you. Researching about, I was gonna say researching about history, because History, there is no such thing as history unless we're talking about the history created from the demiurge or the antichrist form of matter. Yeah. But I say there's no history because we're living in the past and the future now, currently. And the Bible teaches you that. But research, you can research on if you like to cook, if you like to knit, if you like to draw, if you like to do art, if you like to tattoo, if you like to write, if you want to make a book, if you want to make videos, if you want to work out, research onto these things. Let's say you wanna draw a painting. Where do I get this and this and this? How do I make this color look like this? How do I put my image onto the painting the way I want it to come out to be? You know what I'm saying? You get the point. And main idea 3, okay? Stop caring what others think. Let's see. Oh, my bad. I still have one more for the other one. Creating yourself through creative acts. So this would be just aligning yourself with your creative purposes. So for myself, my creative acts through my passions are creating a book right now, clothing, and these videos, and loving myself and working on myself and working out and whatever else comes with that. You feel me? But I am really sorry, the phone just brightened up. I don't know what happened. But I am really learning to, how do I want to say that? I am learning to align myself to my passions on a quantum level of existence. Not only this one that I'm residing in, but on a quantum level of thinking. Because by me, let's say, not wanting to make a video, by me wanting to go to bed instead of making a video, that puts me further between me and my goals. Although I already have it, there is no line. It's just about me embodying that day in and day out. Obviously, it does take time though, and that's where consistency comes into the picture. But yeah, I'll move on to the next one now. Stop caring what others think. Social media, in public, family, because how does someone caring what I think affect myself, unless I allow it to affect myself? I'm gonna let this pass real quick because ain't nobody trying to hear that. Yeah. How does that benefit you? If someone thinks you're ugly, if someone thinks whatever the case may be, that doesn't affect you unless you allow it. If someone was walking by right now and they started listening to my conversation, which is weird, but I don't care. It's now, I will say, for me to speak, nah, that's not how I want to put it. I was gonna say, no, I ain't gonna say that. For me to be able to make these videos, I need to be in environments where there aren't many people. If not, none. Because it's just easier for me. And people be distracting. So let's see. Yeah, this takes the attention away from self. When you care what others think, you're attaching the ego to something that never happened in the first place. And when I understood that, that's when I was like, okay, I cut that tie. To a point though, because we all have to carry an image in some way or some form. And that just comes with loving ourselves. It's not even about others, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got social media as a trap. You will lose yourself and be stuck in the physical. You cannot free yourself when you are living in your ignorance. Like I said earlier. Get off social media. Unless you're posting, what are you doing? It's a waste of time. I mean, it's do what you want to do though. I would never tell you not to do something. I'm just letting you know from my experience. It does nothing for me. Main idea 4? Yeah. Passion/hobbies. What gives you that spark to be creative? These aren't present for no reason. These are gateways into becoming the embodiment of your higher self, physically, in the present moment. What gives you the spark to be creative? Yeah, so your passions and hobbies. These aren't your passions or hobbies for no reason. These passions and hobbies are gateways into higher levels of consciousness, higher levels of vibrations. These are gateways into your way to become self-sufficient. I'll say that. Your way into breaking away from the system. Your way into loving yourself again. When you stay consistent with loving yourself, you intrigue the ego, and now you are able to guide and teach the ego what it never was. Right, so when you stop, when you stop, I'll say it like this. When I stopped, I don't want to say pleasuring, but when I stopped, I'll just say it. When I stopped pleasuring the ego and I started giving pleasure to, or gaining pleasure from the mental or the spiritual, so fasting, water fasting, working out when I was tired, reading, researching, being out in nature right now, instead of feeding the ego, which would be social media, eating junk food, talking to others, whatever the case may be. When you please your spirit instead of your ego enough, you see that clarity, you gain that clarity, and now the ego is here. The ego is like a child, basically. You gotta have it on a leash like a dog. So you have to, fuck going on? Anyways, so when you please your spirit, the ego will see that and it will become intrigued by that, and it will want to be guided, and it will want to be taught into learning to love itself again. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful journey. Okay. Being authentic. This is the last one, by the way. I don't know what my hair's doing, but it shit don't matter. Allow yourself to feel all emotions presented to you, but do not dwell on them. When you dwell on them, that's when you start getting into a low vibrational frequency. That's when you start getting, not ideas, but getting thoughts that aren't yours. And you may act on those thoughts if you dwell in that frequency. Practicing spirituality / consciousness is not about being, it's not about being positive in all situations. There are times where you may need to check someone. Never allow anyone or anything to walk over you. Allowing the emotions, energy, and motion to pass through allows you to see all perspectives and not just one. It allows you to see all perspectives and not just one that can't even keep up with itself. So that was a lot. That was a lot, right? So let me see. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, you cannot be. I'm gonna say. You can't always be nice. You can't always be nice, and that's okay. It's okay to mirror that energy back. It's okay to, because if it's deserving, then it's okay. Contradict that though, because is it deserving when that script was always meant to play out that agenda in the first place? Yes and no. But I would more so say yes, because it honestly really depends on what we're talking about and the level of mirroring. But anyways, never let no one walk over you. Never let no one talk down on you. Never let anybody do shit to you, honestly. You gotta be serious about that. I'm trying to see what else I wrote. You basically have to care about I was gonna say you have to die about your respect, but I wanted to say it in a different way. But that's the basic meaning. You have to love yourself so much that you would, if someone were to touch your wife or to touch your kids, you would give your life for that. You have to. It's not a question. And if it is a question to you, especially as an authentic man, you're a bitch. And that's it. Yeah, allowing the emotions, energy, and motion to pass through allows you to see all perspectives and not just one that can't even keep up with itself. I say it can't keep up with itself because consciousness is all perspectives. If you have one perspective, that one perspective is closed-minded and it can't keep up with itself because it's unconscious. What is that? That's like, what's another form of unconsciousness? Social media. It can't even keep up with itself because it's scripted. Now you can contradict that too, and you could say, oh, but but all of life is scripted. To a point, yes and no. But when you become aware of that script, you are able to now see that and see what you are as the director, the actor, the stage writer, the scripts, the lights, the camera. You know, the thing that what's it called? It's white and black. And you put it in front of the camera and you go action and go, that's you. Everything. The actor. Bro, they're still calling on me and shit. Everything. That's all I got for today's teaching, though. I'm about to make another video right now, but it's gonna be more of a shorter message. It's not going to be one this long. This video is 31 minutes. I have another video to attach to this and my workout. So, yeah. But I want to leave you guys with a message. Thank you for watching if you did, because you didn't have to. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like. You don't have to follow. I'm just doing this to spread a message in my truth that I am lying to by saying that. But I'm saying my truth. So contradict that. You know what I'm saying? It's very interesting to that's another video. I was about to get into something, but that's another video. Anyways, though, I want y'all to love yourselves, because if you don't love yourself, then nobody else can. And I've said that before. I remember saying that. Look into the mirror. Tell yourself that you love yourself. Do that 9 times a day. I love you. 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 I love myself. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Affirmations. Write them down. 369. The method works. The method works. You could even make a recording and listen to that and have it on repeat for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. It's about tricking the subconscious. It's about tricking the subconscious minds into loving itself. And I love you. Thank you for watching. I'm out.